interesting, when you start taking a look at who you surround yourself with and why they're important, what kind of value you bring to other people.
Yeah.
And one of the things that when you vacate a space, you tend to have fear, or when someone vacates a space, the feelings you have about them surface abundantly. And there are a lot of us that recently went through an abundance of surfacing emotions about the vacated space that Miss Douglas, y'all,
I'm so sorry.
has left. And so I'm very happy that you are here
Yeah.
and that we have this moment, because you're about to embark on something that is just. So let's break the facts down, because you're about to jump in, and I already did my little homeschooling talk. Amanda just got engaged.
Yes.
How long ago?
3 months ago.
3 months. Josh, what's up? They just went on a fucking engagement celebration tour. Like, what do you want to call it? They went on an engagement celebration trip.
Yeah.
Around multiple parts of Europe and
Right.
parts of the world, and have come back to the city where they met, and are about to embark on another journey that's a little bit longer than a few months.
Yeah.
A life move that's going to start with a foundation in Oregon.
Eugene, Oregon.
And so all those things that I just said are the facts. Those are like the logistics.
Yeah.
But this almost 30-year-old Amanda is not 17 anymore. She's making choices differently.
Yeah.
And is it just tea time?
I know, right?
Is it really just tea time? Because I love that.
Honestly, tea time. I call it my quiet time, and like Josh knows, like if I'm having quiet time, he like gives me the space, which is good, and he does his own stuff. But there is something beautiful that as I've gotten older, I realize the universe is what I believe to be on your side. And if you are truly passionate or desire something, and you're open and honest with yourself and honest with the people around you, like there's something out there that's been really helpful in guiding. And I think before I was like, I will make it. I will make this happen. I will fight tooth and nail. I will go, go, go. Like grab the bull by the horns, which is like a saying that's popular, but also really crazy. I would never grab a bull by the horns.
Yeah.
And now I'm very much like, I felt like I was supposed to leave, but I hadn't for sure decided yet. And then my landlord came, knocked on my door and said, I'm kicking you out. And I was like, okay. So instead of being like, oh, woe is me, I'm getting kicked out of my place, I'm like, I was thinking about leaving anyway. What a beautiful opportunity. Now I know when I'm leaving. And it's in 3 months.
That's a really important point for anybody that's listening. We breeze over a lot of these facts that we've discussed.
Yeah.
We know each other really well, and we talk. This is a really casual conversation. But Amanda was faced with a financial woe.
Yeah.
Her landlord came to her and said, look, you're leaving. My family member's moving in. You have XYZ months to get out or deal with it. And so any normal human has their normal reaction for themselves.
Yeah.
At that point in your life, you had been tottering. Is that fair to say? Teeter-tottering?
I had the idea of traveling for a short amount of time. I did not plan on selling everything I own.
This was Colorado.
Yeah.
This is how it all started.
I had felt like it was time to leave. Yeah. And then by the time he kicked us out, I was with Josh. So I didn't want to leave. I was like, oh, I found my person. I was like, I found my person. I don't want to leave. And I want to travel, but am I ready to sell everything that I own and just survive by whatever I can fit in a backpack for the next 6 months? I wasn't really planning on that. But it just fell into place. And I think there was the things I thought I would freak out about, I had such a peace about. Like, getting rid of things, it's scary.
I cried at your garage sale.
I know. I think Sam came over and she was like, I can't do
this. Yeah, I was like, I gotta go.
And I know. And part of me was like, I'm just really insensitive. Like, I'm just getting rid of all of these things that people have gifted me and this and that. But it was like,
there's an art to letting go.
There is.
There's an art to it, and you have an ability to latch on, and now I'm going to say it, let go, because it wasn't abrupt. It was like you were so confident, and when you said it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm moving. It's like, I remember like coming out of class one day, you gave me the skateboard, and I was like, you're doing what?
Yeah.
And I get the skateboard because of it. Like I'm happy because mine was broken.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is...
I think that was the easiest part about when I was giving everything away. It felt like it all had another home to go to.
Oh man.
And so like I remember I had 2 stuffed animals that I had bought. One I had like saved up all my money. They were elephants, of course, when I was like 8 years old. And I remember these 2 elephants, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've had these since I was like 8. And I saved like all of my allowances and lawn mowing money to buy these elephants. And I was like, am I heartless for giving these away? And I was like, wait, I know 2 babies who were just born, within a recent amount of time. And like one of them I gave to Maddie Curly, and I put a bow on her, and I was like, listen, I bought this when I was 8 years old, and like I loved it. And it was like, I remember like when my parents split, like I cried tears into the elephant. Like the elephant is like so much to me. And I mean, it was in my closet. Like it wasn't giving me what it had given me. It's very Marie Kondo of me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wait, instead of just like dumping it, I think somebody else deserves to have it. And like, I took it to Maddie, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so thoughtful and so sweet, and what a beautiful like gift. And so it was like, I got to give things away. I remember there was a necklace, and this old lady came to my yard sale, and she couldn't afford it. And I was like, it's yours.
I saw you do that when I stopped by. And maybe that's part of the process of letting go and making tough decisions and embarking on something new is being able to just do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you just knew it. Maybe it was the landlord's tipping point.
Right.
Maybe that was the hay that broke. But something in you knew.
Yeah.
You had the awareness to know. And the almost 30-something-year-old self here now, was able to have that awareness. I find it amazingly courageous. And when I saw you just letting it all go, and how in love you were with, what's up, Josh? And the things that you all were going to do, you kind of have to do something crazy to leave LA, because it seems crazy to leave LA. So you're like, hey, I've been here X number of years. I'm closing. I mean, almost a decade.
Yeah.
Decade. And
more than that.
The decisions I made to move here, and that person I'm different than I am now. I've reinvented myself.
Yeah.
I've gotten through the terror of doing that.
Yeah.
You've had trauma along the way. Let's not even talk about being hit by a truck.
That changes your life perspective a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the truck. So it's really cool to sit here with you today and kind of hear this person, which is more of a grown-up, acknowledge that, nothing gets easy, but it does take probably some hard work to be able to let go and have the confidence. And wherever you find it, I don't know, you're a pretty special person and unique, and you've got a unique background, and it's cool to hear you just to be so at calm and at ease with it. And
thank you.